This is such a special place. You drive through the streets. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 11 carries, 132 yards, and a touchdown.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Brissett.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Holding offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Romeo Okwara in on the tackle.
The Seahawks at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Brissett. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Brissett's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Brissett. This one swung out here to Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Brissett. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal. So a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Boswell's kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now, back out on the field, put together a good drive and get some points of their own.
3-0 after 1 on EA's Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 19 yards that time for number 19. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And they'll get this down to the 10. So 3 plays already, first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect it, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks have moved out in front.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Ken Walker, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, That answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 22.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them, not just another line.
It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Brissett. Caught on the right side by Jones. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Again, it's Brissett. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football. Worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. Like, my dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
Yeah, that he is.
How about that? What about Young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. 4th down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38. Boswell's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. 2nd and 3. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Walker. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's a 2nd and 7. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
On 2nd and 10, Brissett. And he comes back with one complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. As the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 15 now. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much.
A no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Hey, check that.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And now they're in the hurry-up. Walker now on 1st and 10. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 134 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And going right back to Walker. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he stopped immediately there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And they're going to speed things up here.
First and goal, Seattle.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right.
Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. First down, Brissett. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Brissett. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10.
A check down here to Jones.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards. There's the Packers have the first down as well. To throw is Brissett.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
An inside give to Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
Brissett sets to throw it.
He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Brissett. Slice, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. This will cost him 11 yards there on the 2nd and goal sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Keep our boys. 19. Set.
Now Brissett on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out. It seems like a short distance, but a yard in this situation, not easily done. So big compliments to the guys up front for creating some space, and especially the guy taking the snap and finding a spot, finding a sliver, an opening, and making it work.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rolling to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. On the counter, it's Walker. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football, so now you lose your...
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Packers ready to take over offensively. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw, Brissett. This pass caught. It's Woods. And it's a Packers touchdown. Jelani Woods, 70 yards. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he bangs it home. It makes it now 35-13 our score. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They like going to him in the slot. He catches it.
This comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They find some open field here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
174 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. From 4 yards out.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. From the gun, here's Brissett. Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Brissett. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is... They're going to see the... Get a score, but pretty much... Utility right now, still down big. Boswell for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the result, a Green Bay score. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
He's going to go up top again. And this is incomplete.
Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And that's caught inside the 35. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill up.
That my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the Riasi, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we wouldn't have ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni at Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr.
Trust, mean taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, pretty leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut team, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby, for life, but call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them